Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, it's time for the World Cup. Are we all ready for this one? How we all do it in the chat? Are you England fans? Are you Iran fans? Or are you just fans of football? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen. We have the World Cup may have started yesterday, but for England, it starts today, day one of football. For England is today, ladies and gentlemen. How we all doing in the chat? Are we ready? Are we ready for this one? Do I put this on this side? Yeah, let's put it on this side. Players are coming out here at the Khalifa Stadium. The only stadium in Qatar before the World Cup was announced. The Khalifa Stadium. England taking on Iran. Gareth Southgate took the England team to a semi-final in the last World Cup, took them to the final in the Euros after that. Can he take it one step further? It's going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. There's a lot more teams in this one. I think this is the last World Cup with, I think there's more teams in the next World Cup, which will be interesting. England fans struggling to get into the stadium, it looks like. Lots of empty seats in the stadium for England. Apparently, there's an issue with the ticketing system on outside, struggling to get in. But there's some fans in there. There's some fans in there. Carlos Queiroz, the manager of Iran, wants to do a few things with this team. Can he? They've never got out of the group stage. I didn't know that. They've never got out of the group stage. Let's see if I can get some uh, FIFA World Cup. Let's see if I can get some stats here. I normally have some stats, but I've not had the chance to do it this time. Let's see. England. England. Let's see. Jude Bellingham becomes the first man to start a World Cup game for England, having never played in the Premier League since Owen Hargreaves. That means you need to come to the Premier League, my friend. A lot of teams will be after him. Who joins? Where does Jude Bellingham end up? Does he end up at Liverpool, Manchester United? Does he end up at Real Madrid? You know, Real Madrid midfield of Bellingham, Chouameni, and Camavinga. It's looking feisty. He is a Galactico. I think he's a Galactico. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Adam here, live on Catch Sports Football. We have England's first game of the World Cup. I'm repping my Gareth Southgate attire with the England tie. Where you guys from and who you supporting? Let me know in the comments. Can Harry Kane make history again at the World Cup? No player has ever been the top scorer at two different World Cup competitions. He was the top scorer in the 2018 World Cup with 5 of his 6 goals. Iran play England today amid widespread protests at home. Let's have a look at what the Athletic has to say. Athletic have done well with their analysis. Let's have a look. The only European team to reach the semi-finals in the last 2 major tournaments, England. Wow. Fans are struggling to get in. We've read that before. Kane incredibly effective at advancing the ball and getting into dangerous areas. Tehrami more than capable with ball, but some of his best work comes off it. That's the Iran keeper. But how we all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Where we all from and who do we support? Gareth Southgate has gone for a 4-3-3 formation. You can see it there on the graph. Sorry, on the image to your to my right? No, my left. It'll be my left on the screen, but it's my right in real life. But we'll ignore that. He's gone for Pickford, Trippier, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Bellingham, Rice, Saka, Mount, Sterling, and Kane. Now, a few of those players pick themselves because there's no one else in that position. So, Pickford, Trippier, Stones, Shaw, Bellingham, Rice, Saka, Mount, and Kane are the ones who I feel have picked themselves. Sterling and Maguire, the two that I have a question about. Harry Maguire not played for Manchester United uh, in the Premier League. He's played a couple of minutes here and there. You know, you have the likes of Connor Cody, who's played well for Everton. Ben White, who's been brilliant for Arsenal. Could he have gone into the team? Madison is on the bench. Now, I would have played Madison instead of Mason Mount. I didn't know Madison was fit for this game. And no Rashford on the bench. So, no, actually, Rashford is on the bench. So, I would have picked Rashford over Sterling. I understand why he's gone Sterling for England. He's done. It's the reason why Harry Maguire has been picked. It's because of the the players, the way that they've played for England, Sterling and Harry Maguire. These two players have got him to a semi-final. These two players have got him to a World Cup final. Sorry, a Euro final. These two players are someone that he can rely on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, let me know in the comments: should Harry Maguire and Raheem Sterling be starting today? On form, I don't think so. I would even say that's the case for Mason Mount. I would put Madison in that midfield three with Rashford down the left, Saka on the right, and obviously the main man, Harry Kane. Oh, captain, my captain playing up top. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's your predictions for England? Where do you think England should be reaching in this tournament? A lot of people are saying quarterfinals. I read one pundit who said out of the group stages is their target. Get out of the group stage. Surely England should be expecting more than just getting out of this group stage. Iran, America, and Wales. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. We'll have to wait and see what they do. The players are getting ready. I'll be watching it on BBC. Why are you guys all watching it? Are you team BBC? Are you team ITV? Let me know in the comments. One second. Manage poll. New poll. Are you team BBC or team ITV? The players are getting ready here on Cal Sports Football. How are you all doing? The players are going to be walking out soon here. Day 2 of the tournament. We already had some major complications yesterday. That offside is the offside, let's be honest. We have the national anthems, guys. Don't forget, it's God Save the King, not God Save the Queen. God save our gracious King. Long Mason Mount said Queen. Mason Mount said Queen. Rewind that. King God save our King. La 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 la. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save our King. Come on, England! Let's get it on here on Cal Sports Football. How are you all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Mason Man said Queen. He said Queen. Right, the Iran national anthem. So we gotta pay the respects to their national anthem. There we go. That's the Iranian national anthem. The players applaud. The crowd goes wild. Let's get ready here on Cal Sports Football for the Qatar World Cup 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing in the chat? The players shake hands. Who puts it out? The first tournament for God Save the King. Now let's go ahead and give you the England team news, which I'm very happy about. I'd rather it be a 4-3-3 as opposed to a 4-2-3-1. Pickford in goal with Shaw, Maguire, Stones and Trippier. Bellingham and Rice with Mount, Saka, Sterling and the man Harry Kane up top. Pope, Ramsdale, Walker, Grealish, Henderson, Rashford, Phillips, Dyer, Cody, Alexander Arnold, Foden, White, Wilson, Gallagher and Madison all on the bench. Let's look at the referee. Brazilian referees Rafael Klaus, Rodrigo Figueiredo, Danilo Simon, and there's a few other people there that I've not seen before, but let's give you the Iranian team news. VAR assistant Uruguayan Leondon, assistant VAR 1 Julio. There's about 4 VAR people there, 5, 6. Wow, there's so many VAR there. So the referee tosses the coin. And he picks to stay on that left-hand side for England. Looks like England shooting from left to right. Iran shooting from right to left. But let's give you the Iranian team. Behramvan makes the keeper. Mohammadi Husseini, Chesmi, and Moharami make the back four. It's a midfield three of Karimi, Haji, Safi, and Nurullahi. Up front is Purala Genji, Tahrimi, and Yahambak. So it looks like a 4-3-3 formation. Niazman, Abidzadeh, Husseini, Khalazerevi, Izzatullahi, Ansar Rafad. I'm going to butcher these names and I apologize in advance. Ladies and gentlemen, football pundits around the world, how are we doing? It's the Qatar World Cup here on Cal Sports Football. How is that guy got a chainmail night thing on? Is he not going to be hot? But the England fans look to be coming in now. They had a lot of issues getting into the stadium, ticketing problems and all that. But it is what it is. It's the World Cup, let's be honest. Gareth Southgate there is the man on. The players take the knee here. England shooting from left to right. Iran starting the game off shooting from right to left. And the game kicks off. The Qatar World Cup for England is live here on Cal Sports Football. Long ball over the top by Iran, but it comes out to Bellingham and it makes its way back to Stones down this left-hand side. Let's refresh Sports Radar. Don't be messing with me today, Sports Radar. We got we got emotions out here. Right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The game starts off short on that left-hand side, backwards to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire making his way into the starting 11. Questionable is the word to use, questionable. We'll wait to see what he does today. Harry Maguire with the ball, bringing it forward into the Iran half. Goes out to that left-hand side towards Luke Shaw, backwards to Rice, into Stones in the middle of the park. And it looks like Rice is going to be holding with Bellingham and Mount moving forward. Trippier there can't control the ball, but it fills back to Jude Bellingham, lays it back to Stones, and it's Harry Maguire now on the centre circle, bringing it forward here for England into the Iran half. And you can see there, Iran, all 11 players, all 10 outfield players, should I say, behind the ball, and it allows the Bellingham, Stones, Maguire and Rice to try and dictate the play from the back and move it about. It's a 4-3-3 formation. He's got away from three at the back. Let's wait and see. Saka with the ball here. Forced backwards to Bellingham. First time into Trippier. Down this right hand side. Backwards to Bellingham. On the halfway line. Into Saka. Into Bellingham. And it goes to Stones. And it lays it onto Maguire down that left hand side. Maguire and Shaw getting themselves into the team for Manchester United. Here we go with Bellingham. Is he on his way to Manchester United? What do you guys think? Long ball out to the right side towards Trippier. Trippier's in behind the defence here. He puts the ball in there. And can Saka get there? No, he can't. He's headed away. But it comes out to Bellingham. Lays it onto Rice. Out to Luke Shaw down the left-hand side. Lays it in behind there towards Mason Mount. Mason Mount will try and keep that in play. But it goes out for a corner for England 2 minutes into the game. Who scores first in this game? What do you guys think, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments. First corner of the World Cup for England, and is that man Kieran Trippier? Were Manchester United wrong to let him go to Newcastle as opposed to try and getting him? Right now, it's only Dalot, as Cristiano Ronaldo says. Trippier to take the corner down the left-hand side. First corner of the World Cup. Whipped in towards that back post. And there's a clamber of bodies running in there. Maguire's claiming for a penalty. Nothing given. It's just given a goal kick. The Brazilian referee's having none of it. And he does grab him. He's got his whole back. That's a bear hug if I've ever seen one on Maguire. Not looking at the ball at all, but nothing's being given, and it goes all the way back to the keeper on this left-hand side for England. Now, it's a FIFA competition, and we're normally used to seeing things like that. Wouldn't be surprised if it was given. And the referee, the VAR, is not giving anything there. The game carries on with by the Iranian game. Maguire still claiming for the foul. The VAR have had nothing of it. The VAR have decided there's nothing there to give. And here we go with Iran, who start the game off long ball over the top, but Maguire wins the header comfortably. And it makes its way all the way back to the keeper down the right side. Berenvand here with the ball for Iran. Tries to spray it out to the left-hand side, but there's no one there for Iran. It goes out for an England throwing in their own half. Iran not getting comfortable on the ball so far. Rice into Trippier. He lays it into Maguire. Maguire out to that left-hand side finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now has some time to turn. Puts the Iranian player down and he lays it into Rice in the middle of the park. Into Stones. Stones now bringing the ball forward. Into the Iran half. Lays it out wide here towards Saka. Saka back to goal. Backwards to Stone. England need to try and move the ball about quicker if they want to try and capitalize on this inexperienced Iran team is what I'm going to say, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Bellingham backwards, sorry, Sterling backwards to Maguire. Maguire lays it into Stones on this left-hand side. Stones now bringing the ball forward. Lays it into Bellingham. Bellingham into Maguire. Bellingham asks for it back, but Maguire brings the ball forward, and he goes into Shaw down that left-hand side. Shaw to Bellingham on the halfway line. Bellingham now bringing it forward. England need to try and get a couple of goals in this game to give them a bit of a foundation to build on. Rice into Bellingham on the centre circle. Bellingham bringing the ball forward. Threads it into Mason Mount. Out to the left-hand side is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's first time into the box. Can he find an England player? Saka can't win the header. It's going to fall to Rice. Lays it into Trippier. And he goes backwards and England starts again. Harry Maguire to Bellingham. Stones out to this right hand side is Trippier. Trippier in behind to Saka, but it's blocked. Hosseini there being challenged by Saka, forced backwards to his goal line, and he just hits it out for a throw-in deep in the Iran half for England. Saka there just applying the pressure on that defensive, that left back for Iran, Hosseini. Trippier now to take the throw-in. 6 minutes into the game, backwards to Stones. Shaw on the centre circle. Lays it into Sterling, backwards to Shaw. Shaw, backwards to Maguire on the centre circle. Out to Stones on this right side. A lot of composure by the centre backs for England in the first couple of minutes of the game. Saka as well to spin away from the players, but he can't get away from the third, and the referee can't see the advantage, so he gives the free kick for England. Saka there, showing his confidence in the first couple of minutes of the game. Gets away from Hosseini. Gets away from, I think it's Tehrami. Yeah, he does. And he just brought down the free kick here for England on this left-hand side. First opportunity of the game. Second opportunity to get the ball in behind. And it's taken quickly into Harry Kane, who puts it across the 6-yard box. And Maguire comes on the end, but he can't get it on target. I don't think Maguire knew he was getting on the end of that. The Iranian players are, I think it's a clash of players between the keeper and the centre-back. Let's have a look at this. Harry Kane is onside. He takes it first time, puts it across the 6-yard box. And the two Iran players, the keeper and the centre-back, I think it's Chesney. No, it's not Chesney. I think it's Hosseini. I think it's Hosseini. Harry Maguire just can't get there. Yeah, it's Hosseini. Majid Hosseini can't get on the end of that. And it's a clash of heads. The keeper, they've just ran. They've not even looked at each other. Boof! Oof! Boof! That is a rough one. A tooth will be broken in that one. Iran fans booed their own national anthem. That's mental. Oh, he's bleeding away, the keeper, Beranvan. They have got another keeper on the bench. I think it's Khalizadeh. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But guys, how are we all doing in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? England nil, Iran nil, 9 minutes into the game. England obviously having the lion's share of the percentage. You see what I did there? But yes, just need to move the ball a lot quicker. Harry Kane trying to tries to put the ball in there, and the keeper gets there, and Maguire just couldn't angle it back towards goal. Just couldn't slot it towards goal. The keeper just gets a touch. That's a clash of heads if I've ever seen one. And he's bleeding, the keeper. Still getting treatment here, the Iran keeper. The Iran fans there, the England fans in the stadium, so are some Qatar fans. He's still struggling here. It's been 3 minutes. Still struggling the Iran keeper. 4 goalkeepers for Iran at this World Cup. I'm questioning England when they take 3. Southgate there just having a word with his players. Harry Kane comes over to talk as well. Gareth Southgate just having a word with his players. Carlos Quarez there. Still waiting to see what's going on. I think the keeper's getting warmed up here. That's a big technical area for at this World Cup. That's what they should do. Just make the technical area huge so that the manager has an area to walk and not like a Mikel Arteta. He's still on the floor, the keeper. Wow, this is taking a while now. Guy Mowbray and Jermaine Genius for England at the commentary box. The pitch looks a bit of a shambles. It's not been that long. No Karim Benzema at the World Cup. Let's see the players that are missing out of this World Cup. Players. Let's see. Let's look at which major footballers will be missing this World Cup. Paul Pogba, Wijnaldum, wow. Florian Wirtz, 4 times for Germany in 2021, but not made any appearances for club since his knee injury in March. Mike Magnan, I think, for France. Mikel Oyarzabal, Timo Werner, Reece James, Diego Jota, Pedro Neto, Babu Bakar Kamara, Arthur Melo, Scott Kennedy, Marco Reus, Ben Chilwell, Kimpembe, Sadio Mane, Nkuku, Gaia, Correa, Gonzalez, and Karim Benzema. There's some big players that are missing out this World Cup. And it looks like Iran are going to be making a substitution here. He's back up on his feet. the captain, Haj Safi, splashing water at his face. Yeah, he looks like he's coming off. The gloves have come off and everything. Iran are going to be forced. Oh, no, is he? He looks like he's going to be changing his kit. Nah, sorry, mate. You've. Oh, he's going to carry on, man. The guy's been on the floor for 4 minutes. What are you doing? Come on, man. What are you doing? 14 minutes into the game, the Iranian keeper goes down. This is the most watched sport in the world. Surely you can sub it. Mate, you got a California top on, a Qatar cap, and you're repping the Iranian flag. Beranvan, the keeper, back up on his feet. Haj Safi there. The captain for Iran. He's coming back on the keeper. Wow. This is insane. There's going to be at least 5 minutes of added time. At least 5 minutes of added time. He's bamboozled. Well, the game carries on. The keeper's back up on the pitch. He's so he's so jawed. He can't stand up straight. Long kick out to the right side by the keeper. Headed away by Rice, flicked on by Sterling into Kane, out to the left hand side, finds Mason Mount. He's got Saka and Sterling in the box. Mount cuts back. There's no one there to help him, so he goes backwards to Declan Rice now. Into Harry Maguire on the halfway line. Maguire now with the ball on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward. There's no... Iran are happy for England to have the ball in their own half. Headed out by the Iranian and it goes out for a throwing. Oh no, it's a substitution. He's going off now. He can't do it. He should have come off ages ago. Oh yeah, substitution here. He lasted a minute and a half. He lasted a minute and a half. It's about 4 different times people are saying it's a... Well, the keeper's coming off here for Iran. 17 minutes are on the clock and we've only played 9. Oh, he's going to be stretchered off. That makes it even worse. He's going to be stretchered off here. The players just keep ball. Harry Kane, Trippier, Maguire, and Stones. Sorry, no, Harry Maguire. You could just tell the clash was insane. Poof. That was a connect. That was... Oh, is it going to cost him the rest of the World Cup? That's even... Oh, that's such a shame. The keeper is going to get subbed here for Iran. At least 7 minutes of added time. At least. If you guys don't know, guys, we've 18 minutes on the clock, but we've only played 9 minutes. Harry Kane whips a ball in. A quick free kick taken by England. Out to Harry Kane on the right side. Harry Kane puts the ball into the box. The keeper comes on. He gets a hand on it. Stops it from getting into Sterling's head. But as he gets a hand on it, he just clashes into his own player. And he's out on the floor for about 4 minutes. Not unconscious, but he's on the floor for 4 minutes. He should have been subbed off. He gets back up on his feet. You can clearly see that he's dazed. Not thinking straight out hole. He just changes his top, his shorts, his gloves, and he just gets back onto the game. He lasts another 30 seconds and then asks to be subbed. He should never have carried on with the game. Now the game carries on in the 19th minute. There's going to be at least 8 or 9 minutes of added time for just that moment alone. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world, it's your boy Adam here live on Couch Sports Football, where we have England taking on Iran. How are we all doing? Where are we all from? And who do we support? Are we England fans? Are we Iran fans? Are we just fans of football? Let me know in the comments. Ball put out to that left hand side towards Mason Mount into Sterling. Sterling lays it into Saka, but it's good defending there by the Iran. And it's time for Iran to bring the ball forward here with Yahan back on that right hand side. First time Iran have had the ball in the England half, but they've not really done anything with that possession. It makes its way all the way back to Pickford, who just clears it down the line. But again, Iran win it. It's going to come out here to Taremi on this left-hand side. The referee carries on. Had Safi now on the ball. Out to Mohammadi on this left-hand side. Tries to lay it in, but Jude Bellingham's there to defend, and it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side for Iran. Iran in the England half. Mohammadi to take the throwing. Into Haj Safi. Mohammadi brought down there. Free kick. Iran on this left-hand side. 20 minutes into the game. 20 minutes into the game. England 0, Iran 0. Set piece for Iran. Can they capitalize from this set piece on the 21st minute of this game? It's a back line of 6 with, I think it's Mason Mount and Bellingham. Yeah, Mason Mount and Bellingham in front of that. 5 attacking players there for Iran. Yahambaksh for Iran to take this free kick. El Haj Safi is also there. Yahambaksh to take it, but it's near post and it's cleared away by Trippier. It comes out to that right side. It's Nurullahi. Puts the ball in towards that back post. Can't get anywhere. Saka's going to try and chase this down. Haj Safi is there. Taremi loses it. And Saka now comes away with the ball. But it's good defending there by Karimi. And it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side. Purali Ganji. That's how you say his name. The centre-back for Iran, Purali Ganji. Rice into Trippier. Lays it into Harry Maguire on the edge of the box on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward. Into Luke Shaw. Shaw to Sterling. Back to Shaw on the halfway line. Bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Harry Maguire. Iran happy for England to have the ball in their own half. Stones. Back to Maguire. Taremi goes over. Shaw. Into Mason Mount, but he can't get there. It's cleared away by the Iran. I think it's Purali Ganji who clears it away. Mason Mount is brought down. Free kick England. Same as over there. He's giving it. Same as over there. Nurullahi there. Stones. Mason Mount flicks it into Shaw on that left-hand side. Saka is there, so is Sterling. He goes into Sterling. In behind to Shaw. Harry Kane, Bellingham, all in the box. Point there. Bellingham will try and keep it alive, but it's cleared away for an Iran throw-in. Game's a lot. It's a stop-start kind of game. 23 minutes in, stop-start. England 0, Iran 0. Iran to start the game back off there with Moharami. Throw it. Flicked on, but it falls to Harry Maguire. Maguire goes all the way back to Pickford on this left-hand side. And now England start the game back off. Stones. Back to Pickford. Clears the ball down the line for England. In towards Sterling, who's brought down there. But the offside is given. 24 minutes into the game, England creating just one opportunity so far, but it has been a stop-start kind of game. Long ball over the top there. Maguire wins the header into Rice. Rice lays it into Shaw. Shaw on that left-hand side into Rice. Rice turns and the free kick's given, and that's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card for your handback on that right-hand side. Yeah, it just stamps on his feet. It's a late challenge there. And that's a yellow card. Iran there playing a very physical game. in this World Cup tie. Bellingham into Rice on the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward here. Out to the right side is Trippier. Trippier turns, lays it into... Oh, and he's brought down again. Another free kick, 25 minutes in. Had Safi there just giving a talking to. Trippier to start the game off here on the right side. 25 minutes in. Trippier in towards Harry Kane. But he can't get there. Iran win the ball. Rice nearly won it back. Mohammedi to Terami. And it's a throwing for England. The referee's not having that dive from Iran. Rice now in the centre circle. Out to Shaw down that left hand side. Shaw to Rice. Backwards to Stones on the centre circle. Stones bringing the ball forward. Out to the right side is Saka. Saka's got the pair of a few players already. He goes backwards into Bellingham. Bellingham out wide here towards Trippier. Trippier into Saka. Saka turns. He gets away from one player. Can't get away from the second. And Iran win the ball. And the free kick, another free kick is given. How many free kicks are you going to give in this game, ref? Karimi there brought down. That's just a clash of players, ref. Come on. Get over it. England win it back with Harry Kane. Backwards to Mason Man. Out to the right side is Saka. One-on-one with the defender. Goes on his left foot. Tries the curler. But he's straight at the keeper. Ball out to the left-hand side. With Iran. Into the middle, it's Haj Safi, who looks to be the player that's trying to link it up. Yahambaks goes backwards to Maharami. Tries to lay it into Yahambaks, but it goes all the way back to Pickford. He lays it into Declan Rice. Declan Rice now sprays it out to the left-hand side. Kieran Trippier. Trippier heads it on into Saka. Saka spins, brought down. Free kick, England again. Another free kick in this game. Trippier now to start the game back off here on this left-hand side. Rice into Shaw. Shaw on that left-hand side, bringing it forward. Backwards to Maguire. Maguire now. Out to this right side is Trippier. Trippier brings the ball under control. Again, Iran moving England, trying to move this England team about. They need to move it quicker. Stones into Maguire. Maguire into Stones. Trippier now the ball. Backwards to Pickford. On this left-hand side. England can't move the ball quick enough. Shaw now with the ball on this left-hand side. Declan Rice on the halfway line. Lays it into Stones on the centre circle. Stones goes out to the right-hand side. It's Trippier. Trippier in behind to Saka. Saka gets away from the defender. One-on-one with the right back here. Backwards to Trippier. Oh, it was a heavy pass. He wanted it in softer so he could cross it in first time. Trippier finds the pass to Sterling, who finds Saka on the right side across the 6-yard box. And it's Declan Rice who hits it wide. Sorry, Mason Mount who hits it wide. England, that's what they need to do. Just move the ball about quicker. Here we go with Iran now to start the game back off here on this right side. Long kick out from the back. 29 minutes into the game. Shaw wins the header, but he can't find Mason Mount. It goes out for an Iran throwing on this right hand side. Sterling trying to win the ball back off Moharami, but it goes to Declan Rice, and he goes into Pickford, and it's Trippier now. The ball on the left-hand side, first time into Bellingham. Bellingham's missed control. Terami nearly gets there, but the referee's giving none of it, and it falls to Mason Mount on this left-hand side, who's bringing the ball forward. He's got 3 lines ahead of him. What can he do? Mason Mount's got Shaw to his left, Sterling to his right. Mason Mount brings the ball forward on the edge of the box here. Switches it out to the right side. Is Trippier. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. Into Harry Kane. Flicks it on. But there's no one there for England. And Iran managed to clear it. It falls to Bellingham on the edge of the box here. Trippier to Sterling. Gets away from the defender. Gets himself into the box. And it goes out for a corner on this right side for England. Jude Bellingham with the miscontrol on the edge of the box. But Sterling does well just to nut the player, the number 19, Husseini. Trippier now to take the corner on this right-hand side for England. Sterling runs short. Trippier on the 31st minute. Can they capitalise from this corner? Referee's having a word. Trippier now to take the corner. England could have had a penalty from the first one. Let's see what they do from the second. And it's Maguire who heads it onto the bar. Harry Maguire heads it onto the bar here. Iran with the ball high up the pitch from the corner. Out to this left-hand side. Can they keep it in play? Yes, they do. This is the first moment Iran have had in this far forward in the England half. But England managed to win it. Jude Bellingham can't keep it in play. It goes out 4 and Iran throwing. Again, Harry Maguire just couldn't get it there. He just hits the post. Iran now to start the game off on this left-hand side. England now the ball with Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward here for England. England just moving the ball about to Sterling. Here we go with Mason Mount. Backwards into Rice. Rice out to the right side is Trippier. Trippier brings the ball under control. Tries to put it in behind to Saka. Can he get there ahead of the defender? No, he can't. But the defender's just dilly-dallying on the ball. He manages to find an Iran player for Jude Bellingham to win the ball off him. Bellingham now. Backwards to Trippier. Trippier into Stones. Stones lays it into Maguire. Maguire now in the centre circle, bringing it forward out to that left-hand side is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw now bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Maguire. Not a lot of movement off the ball for England in this first half. Stones into Maguire. Maguire threads it into Mason Mount, lays it into Sterling on the left-hand side, out to Shaw. Shaw first time into the box. Jude Bellingham scores the first goal for England here on Cat Sports Football in the Qatar World Cup. Jude Bellingham for England makes it 1-0 here against Iran 34 minutes into the game. Woo! Goal England! his first England international goal. Wow. La 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 da 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 da. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. England had the first. Oh, Mason Mount on the ball, but he can't get on the end of it. And it goes out for a throwing. England 1, Iran 0. And it's Jude Bellingham with the first goal. 36 minutes into the game. Long kick over the top by the keeper. Harry Maguire with the header. Flicks away. Flicks on. Harry Maguire again flicks it over. And it comes all the way back to the keeper on this right hand side. But it goes out for a throwing. Throw-in taken. All the way back to Pickford. Pickford into Trippier down this left-hand side. Over the top there. One high up the pitch by Iran, but it falls to Bellingham. Bellingham into Trippier on this left-hand side. All the way back to Stones. Over the top by John Stones. Flicked on by Harry Kane. That's a handball there, surely, and it is. England free kick. And Chesney there. Still claiming it's not a handball. What are you doing? Maguire now to start the game back off here for England on this left-hand side. Into Stones. Rice into Sterling. Out to Shaw on that left-hand side. Shaw into Sterling on the halfway line. Bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Rice on the halfway line. Out to this right side is Trippier. Trippier has some time to turn. He's got Bellingham ahead of him when he finds him. Saka's making the run behind. Bellingham spins on the spot into Sterling. Tries to find the return pass to Bellingham. Bellingham does well to keep the ball. But he can't keep it in play. It goes up 4. And Iran throwing on this right side. Here we go with Iran on the ball on this right side. Long clearance away by the Iranian team. Only for Harry Maguire to win the ball. Rice now with it all the way back to Pickford. Pickford will clear this down the line. Can he find an England player? Yes, he does. He finds Trippier. Trippier over the top there towards Harry Kane. But it's over here and it goes all the way back to the keeper on this right side. Here we go with Husseini. Tries to feed it out to that right side. Yahamba. Maharami. Bellingham out to Maharami on that right side. He's got a few players across the middle. But Rice is there. Good defending. It falls to Maguire. And it's now Bellingham. Back to Shaw on this left-hand side. Shaw over the top towards Harry Kane. Headed away. Sterling tries to win it. It falls to Mason Mount. He gets away from the player. Switches it out to Trippier on the right side. Trippier will keep it in play here. And England have some space. Sterling's in behind, but it goes into Saka. And Saka can't get there ahead of the defender. And it's a free kick for Iran on the right side. England 1, Iran 0. Iran to start the game back off. We've got 5 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time, and there's going to be at least 10 minutes of added time. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comments. It's England 1, Iran 0. What do you think of the World Cup so far? Stones wins the header into Saka, who brings the ball under control. Forced backwards into Stones on this left-hand side. High sense. Interesting. Maguire now on the ball on the centre circle. Maguire and Stones have a lot of possession on the ball. They just need to be a little bit more confident in passing that through ball. Sure, backwards to Maguire. Maguire now on this ball. Backwards to Pickford. Pickford threads it into Bellingham. Into Maguire. England trying to move this Iran team about. He finds Shaw. Shaw now has some time to bring the ball forward. He's got Bellingham ahead of him, Mount and Kane. Kane turns. Can he find an England player? What's he going to do? Kane, oh captain, my captain. Out to Rice on that left-hand side. Shaw now with a ball. Bellingham leaves it to Rice. Into Bellingham. Bellingham to Stones. Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, how are we doing? Are we England fans? Are we Iran fans? Or are we just fans of football? Stones down the halfway line. Gets away from the press, whatever that was. Shaw now on that left-hand side. Holding the ball up. Can they go 2-0 up at half-time? Shaw, backwards to Rice. Here we go with Stones on the centre circle. Trippier on this right-hand side. Backwards to Stones. Out to Luke Shaw on that left-hand side. Brings the ball under control. Can he get away from the defender? No, he can't. And it's just cleared down the line only for Mason Mount to pick up the ball. He gets away from the defender, puts it in behind to Sterling, but it's good defending there by the Iranian right back. I think it's Moharami, and it goes out for a corner on that right side for England. I'm still live, what do you mean? Here we go with a corner for England. On that left-hand side, England are a goal up. Can they double their lead? Trippier whips the ball in from the corner. Harry Maguire heads it into Saka, who puts it into the back of the net. Bukayo Saka makes it 2-0 here on Cal Sports Football, and England have doubled their lead. Yes! Get in there! They are complaining, Iran. They are complaining, and I think it's for the Harry Maguire jump from the corner. The referee's not having any of it. He's just pointed at the spot. Let's have a look. I can't see what they're complaining about. He jumps up. I think that's a goal. We'll have to wait and see. I think that's a goal. I think that's a goal. Harry Maguire got the headlines before the World Cup for questioning why he's at the World Cup. I think he's showing why, guys. I think he's showing why. England 2, Iran 0 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Mason Mount flicks it past the defender, but he can't get it past the third. It's going to fall to Luke Shaw on this left-hand side. Shaw into Stones. Stones now bringing the ball forward. Jude Bellingham now bringing the ball forward here. Out to the right side, it's Harry Kane. Harry Kane on the edge of the box, puts it across the middle, and it's 3-0 here, and it's that man, Raheem Sterling. England have been vindicated in this first half. 3-0 for England. They're rolling them in now. 3-0 here on Cal Sports Football. What is going on with this England team? Gareth Southgate questioned on why he picked Raheem Sterling and Harry Maguire, and they've come up clutch today. Raheem Sterling makes it 3-0 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? 14 minutes of added time? Wow. Three 0 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing in the chat? England 3, Iran 0. Maguire now starts the game back off. Long kick over the top, headed away by the defender. He falls to Sterling. Sterling backwards to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham on his right foot. He's going to take a shot. No, he don't. He puts the player on the ground. He spins away. But there's just too many Iran players. But Rice wins the ball back. 14 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. 14 minutes of added time here on Cal Sports Football. Wow. Harry Kane now. Backwards to Rice on the centre circle. Lays it into Bellingham. Out to the right side is Saka. One-on-one against the defender. Couple of step overs. Lays it into Trippier. Trippier back heels. But it comes off the defender and it goes out for a corner on the right side. 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0. Is there time for a fourth before half time? 14 minutes of added time, ladies and gentlemen. Courtesy of the injured keeper. This is just good for goal difference and confidence for England. Trippier to take the corner here. 3-0 up. Whipped in there. Headed away. It's going to fall to Bellingham. Gets away from the defender. Brings the ball forward here down the right side. Back heel to Trippier. Into Sterling. Back to Trippier. Digs it in behind to Saka. Can he get the head of the defender? Yes, he can. On his left foot. Tries to lay it into Stones. But they managed to clear it away. Iran only for Declan Rice to pick up the pieces. Trippier into Stones. Lays it onto Mason Mount. Out to that left-hand side. It's Harry Kane. Harry Kane will want to get on the score sheet today. Backwards to Rice. Out to Stones. Stones into Trippier on the right side. To Saka. Back to Trippier. Stones now with the ball on the centre circle. Into Harry Maguire. Over the top to Shaw. Back to Mount. Is behind Mount, but he still keep control of the ball. 1-2 with Rice. Into Stones on this left-hand side. Threads it out to the right side. It's Saka. Saka loses the ball. Can Iran bring it forward? No, because Declan Rice is there and Bellingham to clean up the pieces. And here we go with England. Maguire. Shaw. Short to Sterling. 1-2 with Shaw. Maguire. To Stones. Rice. On the centre circle. Out to the right side. It's Trippier. Stones. Into Maguire now with the ball. Sterling. Back to Maguire on the halfway line. Into Rice. England moving the ball about now with confidence. Moving it quickly about. Trippier now with the ball. Threads it into Harry Kane, but it's cleared away. Trippier picks up the loose ball now on this left-hand side. Sterling now. Backwards to Shaw. Into Bellingham. To Rice on the halfway line. Out to this right-hand side. It's Trippier. Backwards to Stones. England playing with confidence. Lays it into Shaw on that left-hand side. Shaw's got Sterling to his left and Mason Mount ahead of him. Goes into Sterling. Sterling brings it infield into Rice. Out to Trippier on this right side. Trippier lays it into Saka. Saka will walk a one-on-one with the defender. He tries to go around the outside. He slips. Into Mason Mount. Tries the back heel to Sterling. Can Saka get there? No, he can't. Goes out for a goal kick. We have at least another 10 minutes of the first half to go, ladies and gentlemen. England 3, Iran 0. Cleared away by the keeper. 52 minutes into the first half. Maguire wins the header. Trippier wins the second one. Rice wins the third one. And Stones brings it under control. Harry Maguire has been phenomenal in this first half with his confidence. Rice now with the ball. Sprays it out to that left-hand side. It's Sterling. Can he get in behind? No, he can't. It's headed away. Chesney. Husseini with the clearance. Stones brings the ball under control. And it's Trippier now on the ball on this left-hand side. All the way back to Pickford. Stones. In towards Bellingham. Backwards to Maguire. Here we go with Mount on the ball. To Declan Rice. Turns backwards to Stones. To Rice. Mason Mount on the halfway line. Into Shaw. Back to Mount. Into Maguire. We still have another 7 minutes, I think, of the first half to be played. Mount heads it on to Shaw. Shaw flicks away from the defender into Sterling. Sterling back to Rice. Here we go with Stones down the centre circle. Into Saka. First time into Sterling, but he can't get there. Bellingham wins the ball back and it falls to Rice. England mopping up at the back. They don't tend to do that. Mason Mount into Shaw on the halfway line. Returns it. Here we go with Rice. 7 attempts at goal for England. 4 on target. 3 goals. Bellingham. Stones on the centre circle. To Mason Mount. Back to Maguire. Out to that left-hand side towards Luke Shaw, who's in behind here. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a throwing for Iran on that right side. We're still in the first half, guys. 54 minutes played. We're still in the first half. Khalifa International. Look at them aircon. Mount leaves it to Sterling. Sterling wrangles his way around the players and he goes back to Maguire. Stones now with the ball. Into Bellingham. Trippier. Back to Stones. Bellingham. To Trippier. To Rice. Tries to head it on, but Iran win the ball back and then I have the ball to bring it forward. Out to the left-hand side is Terama. Puts the ball, head Safi out to the right side and oh, what is he doing? Johan Bash. He had the time of the world. He had all the time in the world. Had Safi there. 4-on-3 for Iran. He tries to side foot it. Put your foot behind it, lad. Harry Kane can't win the header. But it falls to Trippier on this left-hand side. Trippier now into Rice. Rice bringing the ball forward here for England. Mason Mount. Trippier. Oh no, he went for a throwing. Maguire now with the ball on this left-hand side. Stones to Trippier. Back to Stones. All the way back to Pickford on this left-hand side. Pickford on the penalty spot. Out to that left-hand side towards Harry Kane. Can't get there ahead of the defender. He goes out for an England throw it. Shaw now to take the throwing. Into Mount, flicks it into Harry Kane, tries to find the return pass. The advantage wasn't there for England. The referee pulls it back for a free kick. Guys, we played 11 minutes of the added time. We've still got another 3 to go. Is this the most added time we've seen at a world extra time? Maguire to start the game back off here for England. Sterling. Bellingham on the ball. Lays it into Mason Mount. Mason Mount brought down again. Free kick for England. Closer to goal. Question is it close enough? Is it close enough? So Shaw, Mount stepping over this free kick on this left-hand side. And Rice. Let's have a look who's going to be taking. There's a lot of conversation going on here for England at this free kick. 58th minute into the game. We still have another couple of minutes to go. Shaw with the... Oh, he's gone through everyone. Stones picks it up here on this right-hand side. Goes backwards to Trippier. Trippier now into Shaw. To Bellingham. Bellingham turns. Backwards to Rice. Into Shaw. Lays it into Bellingham. Out to Mount on that left-hand side. Back to Bellingham. Bellingham on the halfway line. Into Trippier on the centre circle. Squares it into Rice. Rice into Bellingham. Bellingham into Shaw. Shaw miscontrol, but he manages to find a pass back to Maguire. And it's Bellingham now the ball. Maguire. Out to that left-hand side, it's Mason Mount who tries to spin away from the the challenge. And it goes out for an England throw-in. England 3, Iran 0. And that's half-time here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you for the second half, so stay tuned. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Second half coming up here on Cal Sports Football. England are 3-1 up here. Against Iran. Can they get some more goals in this game? Let's find out. Here we go. England now shooting from right to left. Iran shooting from left to right. They had one shot in that game and they had one shot in that first half. Iran now to start the game back off here. Three substitutions in that second half for Iran. Jahanbakhsh, Chesmi and Karimi coming off for Gulizade, Kanani and Izzatullahi. Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. Not even going to attempt it. Not even going to attempt it. Iran, like I said, shooting from left to right. England shooting from right to left. England are 3-0 up here. Can they get a couple of more goals? Just improve that confidence. Maharami bringing the ball forward on a yellow card for a foul on Shaw in the first half. Just a late foul. Misplaced pass and it falls to Bellingham, who's bringing the ball forward. He's got Saka Sterling on his left and right, but he goes into Saka. Can't control the ball. It falls to Harry Kane, who puts the ball into the box. Is headed away. England trying to start the second half like they ended the first on the front foot. Maguire now the ball. Shaw. Back to Maguire. Into Shaw. To Rice. To Maguire. Into Rice. Far too easy for England. Bellingham on the halfway line. Out wide to Saka, who's offside. Here we go then. Iran to start the game back off now here on this left-hand side. 3-0 on Couch Sports Football. England 3, Iran 0. Iran now with the ball. Clears the ball down the line. Headed away by Maguire. Into Sterling. Sterling turns. He's got Kane ahead of him and he finds him. Kane now with the space to bring the ball forward. He's got Mount to his left, but he goes on his own. He's brought down there. And that's going to be a free kick for England in a very dangerous position. And that's going to be a yellow card. Another yellow card for this Iran team. 3 yellow cards in this game for Iran. Yeah, 3 yellow cards so far. Purali Ganji there with the yellow card. England 3, Iran 0. Harry Kane still struggling there. Luke Shaw's going over to check on him. So is Maguire. Just having a look at this. So he lunges into him. And yeah, just the way it lands, the way the player lands on it. So the player's back up on his feet. Callum Wilson there, getting a warm up. He'll want to be on this pitch against this Iran team. Harry Kane's back up on his feet. The free kick isn't that far out, you know. Here we go, the free kick for England. Trippier steps over it. So does Luke Shaw and Mason Mount. I'm assuming he's going to leave it to Trippier. Harry Kane is there as well. Back on the pitch. He leaves it to Trippier. Trippier now. Free kick specialist. 50th minute into the game. Can he make it 4? Let's find out. One step, two step, hits the wall, back to Trippier. Lays it into Maguire, headed away. Only for Shaw and Stones to clean it up at the back here on this right hand side. Sterling. Back heel towards Kane. Intercepted, falls to Trippier. Another foul. Maguire now with the ball. Into Shaw on this left hand side. Trippier's on the ground here. Maguire. That's another late challenge there. Another late challenge there. England 3, Iran 0. Yeah, just another late foul. That's a yellow card. He gave a yellow card in the first half for that. Trippier is the last person England want to get injured. They don't have a lot of confident right backs for England. What is this guy wearing? Stones. Back to Maguire. Iran trying to press higher up the pitch here against England. Maguire. Over the top. Sterling can't get there. Headed in towards Terami. But Saka as well to win the ball back, but he only lays it into the path of the Iranian player. But Maguire's there to clear it. And it falls to Saka. Lays it into Harry Kane. Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for an Iran throwing on that left-hand side. Here we go with Iran now to start the game back off here on this left-hand side. Stones wins the ball, but it only falls to the Iran player. They manage to win it back. It goes out for a goal kick on this right-hand side. Did that not go out for a corner? It looked like a corner to me. Pickford now to start the game back off here on this right-hand side for England. 3-0, 52 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Pickford. Long kick out from the back by Jordan Pickford into Harry Kane, who loses the header, but Bellingham can't get the end of it. Trippier does. Rice into Bellingham, leaves it to Saka on the halfway line. Saka now turns, brings the ball forward. He's got Mount and Kane and Sterling ahead of him. He's got Bellingham to his right, but he goes backwards to Trippier into Bellingham. Bellingham takes in his stride to Saka, out to Mount on the right side, dinks it in behind to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham one-on-one against the defender, gets away from him, gets himself into the box, across the 6-yard box. There's no one there for England, but it's defended and it goes out for a corner on the right-hand side. Trippier now to start the game back off here on this right side for England. "53 minutes into the game. Trippier gives the signal with his right foot in towards the middle, punched away by the keeper. It falls to Rice, who wins the ball back high up the pitch on the right side. He puts it across the 6-yard box, and it comes off the defender again, and it goes out for another corner for England. England, can they go and score more goals here? Trippier now to start the game back off from this corner. Puts it in towards Harry Maguire. He can't win the ball. Mason Mount does keep the ball alive, and it's Shaw into Mason Mount on this left-hand side. He's got no one in the box to aim for. He goes into Harry Kane. Shaw into Saka. Saka back to Kane. Kane lays it back to Saka. Saka on this left-hand side into Shaw. Shaw into Mason Mount. Mason Mount turns away from the defender. Puts it across the 6-yard box. But the keeper catches it out of the sky. And Iran now clear it away. But Bellingham can't get past Bellingham. And it goes out for an Iran throw-in, taken quickly, but only into Trippier. Bellingham will pick the ball under control. Trippier now with the ball. Can't find Rice, and Iran now have it on the edge of the box, but England managed to win it back. Maguire is there. He gets away from the attacker. Lays it into Sterling. Sterling turns, gets away from one player into Harry Kane, dinks it back to Sterling. This is great by England. Driving with the ball on the edge of the box is Raheem Sterling. And he couldn't get on the end of it. It goes out for a corner on that left-hand side. Is this? Oh, yeah, it is. Here we go with Luke Shaw now with the ball on this left-hand side to start the game back off for England. England 3, Iran 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Shaw from the corner. Trippier's done well on the other side. Can Shaw do well on this side? Shaw puts the ball into the box. Can't get on Stones' head. Rice is jumping up with that one. The referee pulls it back for a free kick. 56 minutes into the game. Taken short by Iran. Trying to get a bit of speed into, get a bit of crazy into this game. Bellingham now the ball. Rice back to Bellingham. Backwards to Maguire, the Borussia Dortmund captain for England. Maguire tries to thread the pass into Bellingham, but it's intercepted high the pitch there by Iran, and they just lose the ball. Managed to have it now. Nurulahi. Out to that left hand side, gets it back to Nurulahi. Tries to bring the ball forward. He goes backwards. Kanani substituted at half time. Maguire all the way back to Pickford, and he'll just clear it down the line for England. And man can't get there, throwing for England on the halfway line. Shaw steps over to take it. Here we go with Maguire. Lays it into Stones on this right side. Stones trying to bring it out of his own half. Into Rice. Back to Stones. Into Bellingham with some space to turn and bring the ball forward. He's got Saka to his right and he finds him. Saka on that right side. 1-on-1 against the defender. Bringing the ball forward. Lays it into Sterling on the edge of the box. Sterling out towards Mason Mount, but he's not on the same wavelength, and Iran managed to clear it away. And they play with a bit of confidence, Iran, in this second half. Definitely playing with a bit of confidence. But the offside flag is given. Mount to Bellingham. Here we go with Harry Maguire. Lays it into the centre circle to Declan Rice. Declan Rice into Saka. Saka brings the ball forward. He's got Sterling through the middle and Harry Kane, but he finds Bellingham on the edge of the box. Bellingham can't control it. Falls to Shaw with the shot. It's blocked. Saka will jump up for it, but Iran managed to clear it, and it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side for England. 60th minute into the game. England 3, Iran 0. Shaw steps over to take the throwing into Bellingham, back to Shaw. Puts it in towards Sterling, but it's cleared away by Iran. Harry Maguire is all over him. Tries to put it in behind, but Mason Mount is there doing his defensive work, and it goes all the way back to Pickford on this right side. Pickford will now clear it. Saka tries to bring the ball under control. He can't get there. And it's cleared out for a throw-in. Stones. Bellingham on the centre circle. Shaw. Sterling on the halfway line. Dispossessed, but he manages to find the pass to Shaw. And it's Maguire now, who switches it out to Trippier. Trippier flicks it onto Saka, who can't get there. but it's going to make its way back towards Terami. Backwards. Takes a shot from distance and it's wide. 60th minute into the game. England, they could really do well with changing it up here in the second half for 30 minutes and maybe see if there's other opportunities, other game plans that they can try and emulate. Is there another type of game plan? Who's on the bench for England? Let's have a look. Who is on the bench for England? So you've got Walker, Grealish, Henderson, Rashford, Pope, Phillips, Dyer, Cody, Alexander Arnold, Foden, White, Ramsdale, Wilson, Gallagher. Let's see White come on. Let's see Wilson come on. Let's see Rashford come on. Let's see some difference and see what we can do. Shaw wins the ball from the header into Sterling. Sterling has got Saka alongside him. Can he find him? He does. Saka has got Bellingham busting a gut to get into the box. Saka on his left foot. Cuts it back in. Back on his left foot. He gets past the defenders. Oh, and that is easy. That is too easy. That one was easy for Saka. Puts on his left foot, back on his left foot, and he just calm caresses the ball into the back of the net and makes it 4-0. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Oh, I think there was a deflection on that. There's a deflection on that one. Oh, another substitution here for Iran. Mohammedi's coming off. And Tarabi comes on. Now we've got four. Come on, let's change it up, man. England, change it up. Take off Kane, take off Saka, take off Kieran Trippier. Let's move it about. Let's move it about. We have 5 substitutions. Let's use them. 63 minutes. Iran now with the ball on this right hand side. Good defending there by Trippier. Saka into Stones to Mason Mount. Trippier. Backwards to Bellingham. Into Rice. To Trippier. To Rice. Into Mason Mount. Good football there by England. Saka lays it onto Sterling on the centre circle, but he can't control it. And it's cleared away. Here we go with Iran driving with the ball forward here down the right side. Whipped. Mahrami. Nurullahi. Cleared away by Maguire. And it goes up for a throwing on this right side for Iran. Wilson, Foden and Rashford coming on. Three on target. 3 goals. Sorry, two goals, 3 on target for Bukayo Saka. Bellingham doing his defensive work. It comes onto the edge of the box here. Left foot into the box. Oh, and it's goal! It's 4-1! England have conceded a goal! How? I don't even know who scored it. Was it Tarimi? Yeah, Tarimi, I think it is. Is it Tarimi? Is that how you say his name? Yeah, Tarimi. Tarimi. Four one. England concede a goal in the first game. And Wilson doesn't look to be coming on now. So it looks like Grealish, Dyer, Rashford, and Foden coming on here for England. Harry Maguire looks to be coming on 67 minutes into the game. He's played really well for England, and he does what he does in an England shirt. He does what he does in an England shirt. He's coming off. He'll be all right. And he comes off for Eric Dyer. So the number 6 for England. Here we go with Iran now to start the game back off from the throw-in. The ref's not having any of it. He's telling them to carry on playing. Terami can't get away from Rice. Bellingham does. Goes all the way back to keeper Pickford. Pickford now. Iran scored a goal. Is this their first goal in the World Cup? I don't even know. Maharami backwards. Iran now play with a bit of confidence here. Long ball over the top. Bellingham looks to be a slotted back into defence. Rice into Saka. Intercepted. England getting a bit complacent here. Trippier loses the ball. Out to that left hand side. Can they bring the ball forward? Oh, puts him on the floor. Lays it on a plate to Terami. Takes a shot, but it's blocked. Takes the second shot, and it's over. 69th minute into the game. England 4, Iran 1. And now there's a substitution here for England. And Dyer now coming on here for England. Harry Maguire came off after that injury. Saka coming off here for Rashford. Bukayo Saka coming off here for Rashford. Kane for Maguire. Sterling for Grealish. So he's brought... Sorry, no, he's brought Saka, Sterling. Also, he's playing Rashford through the middle Wait, what's he doing? Mason Mount's coming off. Okay, we need to have a evaluation of this. We need to figure out what's going on here. So Sterling, Saka and Mount have come off. Rashford down the left. Grealish down the right. Foden in the hole. Or is Grealish in the hole and Foden goes down the left? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Shona. So yeah, Rashford, Foden, Grealish, Dyer. Let's have a look where they're going. Where are they going? Pickford. Long kick out the back, 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. Yeah, so Grealish on the left, Rashford on the right, and Harry Kane. Sorry, Foden in behind, and it's Rashford with his first attempt on this, on his left foot. Oh my days! Rashford makes it 5. MBE! Marcus Rashford makes it 5-1. Marcus Rashford in 5-4. Whoops. Wait. Question marks at one point whether he's even going to be in the squad. 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. See it. Had a really good start to the season for Manchester United. 5-1, ladies and gentlemen, here on Card Sports Football. 72 minutes into the game. Here we go with Dyer. Into Stones. Shaw. Trippier. To Bellingham. Here we go with Shaw now on the halfway line. Harry Kane on the halfway line now. Is that better? Yeah, Grealish. Brought down, free kick, England on the right side. 73 minutes into the game. First goal in the FIFA World Cup. Grealish now on the edge of the box. Backwards to Bellingham. Here we go with Shaw. Back to Bellingham. He's got Trippier making the run off the ball. Can he find him? Trippier on that right side. Can't find him. Good defending there. Goes backwards. Rashford is pressing high up the pitch. Managed to find it out of their own box, Iran. Oh, good football there by Iran, but they miscontrol it. Bellingham. It falls to Shaw. Shaw into Harry Kane. Intercepted there. And it falls all the way back to this right side with Eric Dyer. 74th minute into the game. England 5. Iran 1. Shaw into Bellingham. Out to that right side, it's Stones. Lays it into Trippier. Trippier on the halfway line to Rice. First time into Rashford. And Rashford spins away from the challenge. But it goes out for Iran throwing on that left-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. The referee pulls it back for a substitution. So it looks like Harry Kane's coming off here for Callum Wilson. Playing through the middle. England find Iran 1. Throw in taken by Iran, only into Stones. Wait, he's going to go back to another throwing? What's he doing? 75th minute. Oh, a foul throw. Foul throw. Stones. Into Shaw. Shaw on this right side, bringing it forward. Backwards to Dyer. Dyer. Back to Stones. Into Rice. Rice out wide to Trippier. To Rice. Sprays it out to the left-hand side. It's Luke Shaw. Brings the ball under control. Grealish. First time into Bellingham. Bellingham into Foden. Foden on the centre circle. Can't keep the ball under control. And is cleared away by Iran. And it's a race here against Dyer. And he just lashes at it, Terami. And he goes out for a goal kick. Should do better there. Bellingham there trying to fizz it into Foden. But it's a bit hard by the Borussia Dortmund captain. Pickford to Stones. Dyer now with the ball on the right side. Bringing it forward. Lays it into Rice. Rice has time to turn. Goes out wide to Rashford. Rashford back to Trippier. Here we go with Rice. Back to Dyer on this right side. Shaw on the halfway line. Driving with the ball into the Iran half. Ball halts. Back to Bellingham. Here we go with Dyer. To Stones on the centre circle. Turns away from the defender into Foden. Foden out to Rashford. Rashford back to Foden on that right side. Rashford's making the running behind. And he holds on to it, Foden. Spins away from the challenge. Brings it centrally. Backwards to Stones. Out to Grealish. Grealish on his right foot now, bringing the ball forward. No one making the run behind. He goes into Rashford. Trippier's making the run behind this time. Rashford across the box, but it's a weak cross. It's cleared away by Iran. Only for Bellingham to win the ball, and it falls to Foden now. Grealish back to Foden. Into Trippier. Intercepted, but it still falls its way. Backwards to Dyer. Out to Trippier. Goes out for an England throwing. Shaw now to take the throwing into Grealish to Bellingham. Out wide to Rashford. Rashford has Trippier making the load up and run if he can find him. He can't. It falls back to Rice. And it's Maguire now with the ball. Into Rice. Back to Maguire. Sorry, Stones. Here we go with Shaw. In the Iran half. To Grealish. Bellingham. Back to Grealish. Bringing the ball centrally. Lays it into Stones. Out to that right side is Trippier, but it's over hit. And it goes out for a throw-in. 5-1 in the game with 11 minutes to go of the second half. Plus added time. He's holding on to his calf there, the captain for Iran, Haji Safi. Bit of cramp coming in for the Iran captain. Carlos Correa there getting a bit of a look at his players. Just looking at these replays, Marcus Rashford's goal was so calm. The game starts back off here now on this left-hand side for Iran. Rice wins the ball. It goes out for another Iran throwing. 8.5 minutes to go plus added time here on Cal Sports Football. Haji Safi now to take the throw. Headed away. Back to Haji Safi. Rashford is there. Cleared. Stones with the header. Callum Wilson brings the ball down. Foden lays it into Bellingham on the centre circle. Bellingham now with the ball. Out to that right side. It's Trippier, but it's a misplaced pass by Bellingham. Bellingham's getting a bit lethargic with his passes. Die on the centre circle. Maybe it's time for Bellingham to come off here at Grealish. To Rashford. Back to Rice. Here we go with Bellingham. To Shaw. Goes backwards to Dyer. Now Rice on that right hand side. Lays it into the middle. Finds Rashford. Back to Rice. And it goes all the way back to Stones on the right hand side. Rashford. Rice. Pickford. Won't be happy with the goal that they conceded. Bellingham. Dyer. Into Foden. Foden has time to bring the ball forward. He lays it into Rashford on the right side. Rashford's got Callum Wilson, Kieran Trippier, Grealish all alongside him. Rashford driving into the box here. Lays it into Trippier. Gets away from him. On his left foot. The shot is blocked. Grealish will try and get there, but he can't. Gets down the second attempt. It falls to Shaw now. Into Foden on his right foot. Digs it in behind towards Wilson. And it's good defending there. And it goes out for a corner on the left-hand side with 6.5 minutes to go. Shaw now to take the corner on this left-hand side for England. Shaw now to take the corner. Goes over everyone. But Jude Bellingham picks up the ball on the right side. But there's a free kick being given. I think it was just a clash of heads between two players. Stones letting Kanani back up on his feet. That pass there could have been a bit better by Foden into Rashford. Just looking at the replay here, he gets himself into the box, and I thought he was trying to pass it into Trippier, but he just didn't get the power. But he still manages to get on the end of it. Here we go with Stones now with the ball on this right hand side. Backwards to Dyer. Shaw into Foden. Back to Shaw. Into Callum Wilson, who can't keep the ball alive. It falls to Rice. Shaw. Can he keep the ball under control? Into Grealish. Grealish does well to get away from the players. So calm on the ball, Rashford. Just attracts the players around him and creates that space for the others. Rashford picks the ball up deep, gets away from two players, in behind towards Wilson, but it's cleared away for an England throwing on their right side with 5 minutes to go of the 90 plus added time. Rice now with the ball on this right hand side. Lays it into Grealish. Grealish turns, squares up the defender. Goes out to that right hand side to Trippier. Bellingham into Rashford. Foden makes a run in behind and he finds him. Foden has got Grealish alongside him. He goes into Rashford. Rashford, first time into Foden. Back to Grealish. Grealish holding on to the ball here. To Trippier. Foden to Rashford. Turns. Out wide to Grealish. Grealish gets him to the box to Foden. Back heel to Rashford. Rashford on the edge of the box. It falls to Shaw. Shaw back to Rashford. And it goes backwards to Rice. England just controlling the ball, but Rice loses it to Terami, who's bringing the ball forward out to that left-hand side. So Remy can't get there. Good defending there by Trippier. He goes out for a throwing. Now, England need to keep the ball under control in moments like that. Just losing. Just a bit of complacency by England. Rashford now has it. First time into Callum Wilson, but it's defended. And Callum Wilson's going to charge this down. But the keeper's off his line. And it goes out for an England throw-in just before the halfway line. A substitution here. Oh no, offside was given. Stones. Into Dyer. Finds Luke Shaw on the halfway line. Backwards to Rice. Stones lays it into Shaw on the halfway line. Shaw turns. Puts the ball over the top to Callum Wilson, but it's just over here. The keeper's off his line to stop this. 3 minutes to go of the 90 plus added time. England 5, Iran 1. Grealish intercepts the ball. Defender goes all the way back to the keeper. Grealish charges it down, but it's cleared away. Bellingham can't win the header, but it falls to Stones. The offside's given. Rice now to start the game back off. Bellingham into Shaw. 1-2. England now just keeping the possession of the ball now. 2 minutes to go. Foden to Bellingham. Here we go to Rice. 1-2 with Stones. Backwards to Trippier. England just keeping possession now. Gareth Southgate will now overtake, I think it's Ralph, is that his name? As the England manager with the most wins in international competition. Shaw gets away from the player. Into Grealish. Grealish turns. He's got space. Bellingham. Shaw. Back to Bellingham. Trying to bring it forward. England, 70% possession. Rashford. Back to Stones. Into Bellingham. Backwards to Dyer. Shaw. Back to Dyer. All the way back to Stones. And he lays it into Rashford. Rashford tries to dink it first time into Bellingham, who lays it onto Wilson. Wilson's in behind here. He's got Grealish and Foden alongside him. Wilson goes on his own. He puts it into Grealish. And Grealish makes it 6. And that is England's biggest scoreline at an international competition. 6-1. Grealish. Six one. Have I got Grealish? I don't think I do, you know. Let's see. City. Nope, I don't have Grealish. Grealish. Face. PNG. 6-1, ladies and gentlemen. 90th minute played. Let's see how long of added time. England 6, Iran 1. Here on Card Sports Football. Harassing the Iran players, England. Every time that Iran player has the ball, there's an England player to harass. Shaw wins the ball here. On this right hand side. 10 minutes of added time? From where? Bellingham turns. Out to that right hand side, finds Rashford. Rashford in behind to Rice. Rice wants a goal here. Rice wants a goal here. 6-1. 24 of added minutes in this game. Grealish. Dyer on this right hand side. Shaw to Stones. Into Bellingham, who has time to turn. Out to that right hand side is Rashford. Rice. Stones. Foden. Shaw. Foden. Rice. Backwards to Stones. Here we go with Trippier on this right hand side. Dyer now with the ball on this right hand side. Shaw. Dyer. Rice. Foden turns. Got surrounded by Iran players, but he manages to get away from three and he lays it into Bellingham. Out to this left hand side is Grealish. Can Callum Wilson get on the score sheet? Bellingham switches it to Trippier. Here we go with Stones on the centre circle. Over the top towards Bellingham, who flicks it into Grealish. Grealish will keep it in play here. Back to Bellingham. Into the box towards Wilson. Goes all the way back to the keeper on this left hand side. Long throwing out from the keeper. All the way back. Wilson will challenge this, but they manage to clear it away, Iran. And Dyer brings the ball under control into Bellingham on the halfway line. Squares it to Trippier. Bellingham on the centre circle. Trippier. Stones. Dyer. Shaw. Grealish. Brought down, free kick, England. This Brazilian referee doesn't take shit off anyone, is it? Bellingham to Dyer. Here we go with Rice on this right hand side. He wants a goal, Rice. He wants a goal. He's going on a solo. Rashford on that right hand side. In behind, headed away. Rice gets on the end of it. Grealish. Bellingham into Shaw. Sterling. Sorry, not Sterling. Bellingham to Rice. Bellingham and Rice are going to have a very, very big competition this year in the World Cup. Trippier. Foden. Dyer. Pickford. Stones. England just moving the ball about here. 6-1 in the first game of the World Cup. Foden to Rashford. Rashford can't keep the ball under control. And it goes all the way back to the Iran centre-back. Kanani. Into Haji Safi. He's going to put a ball into the box here. Terami can't get there, but it's here away. It comes out into this right hand side. Cuts back in on his left foot. Puts the ball into the box towards the zone. It's cleared away. Oh, and right is Callum Wilson now into Foden. Callum Wilson will run through the middle here. Foden will try and drive. Oh, he's just overhit that Foden. Can't find Callum Wilson. And it goes all the way back to the keeper. Bellingham can't win the header. Terami brings the ball under control. Here we go, 4-on-4. Iran with the ball here. Out to the right side. Puts the ball in there. Dyer wins the header into Shaw. And he finds Grealish now, who has time to turn and drive with the ball forward. Jack Grealish into Rashford, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick. Ref, surely that's a yellow card, man. Surely that's a yellow card. Yeah, that's a yellow card, ref. Foden on this left-hand side. Tries to put it in towards the back post. There's no one there for England. Rashford will charge it down, pushing the back. Free kick for Iran. Haji Safi there. Iran now to start the game back off. With 3 minutes to go. Long kick out from the back. Stones can't get there. Goes out for an England throw it. We still have 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes to go, guys. Trippier to take the throw in towards Rashford. Heads it back to Rice. Iran win the ball. Trying to bring it forward. Oh, and he's in behind here. 1-on-1 with Pickford. And he hits the crossbar. Azun there gets in behind. Good pass there. Gets behind Stones. England 6. Iran 1. Maharami to take the throwing here down the right side. A free kick for Iran on the right side. Are they going to make it 6-2? Right, we're on the 98th minute. 1.5 minutes to go of the added time. We've had 24 minutes of added time, guys, in this game as a whole. 14 in the first half, 10 in the second half. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ball put in towards that back post, punched away by Pickford. And it goes out for a throwing on that left-hand side for Iran. .30 seconds to play in this game. They're still trying here. There's a VAR check here. A penalty for Iran coming up here. And he's told to go look at the monitor. What the hell? He's going to go check the monitor. 100 minutes have been played, guys, in this game. 100 minutes has been played. We've had 114 minutes in this game. He goes over to check the monitor. Right, let's have a look. Is he going to give the penalty here? Has he given it? Yeah, he points to the penalty spot. What the hell? What the hell? See, if you're going to give them penalties, where's the Harry Maguire one? Terami now to take this. Right, let's see what happens. Pickford 1-on-1 penalty here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Terami steps up to take this one. 102 minutes into the game. Referee's just having a word with the rest of the players outside the box. Terami steps up here. Can he get 2 goals here? Let's have a look. Flare of the nostrils, deep breath, staring at the ball. Couple of steps. And it's into the back of the net. It's 6-2, ladies and gentlemen. 6-2. Goals galore in this game. Well, they got the 2 goals. Wow. Oh, that's it. The game's ended, guys. We didn't even hear the whistle. We didn't even hear the whistle blown. The game's finished 6-2 here on Cat Sports Football. England have done well. England have done well. They need to just carry on with this momentum in the second game. I'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen.